What's up, guys? Uh, Not gonna lie, today was complete ass. It all started, as soon as I wake up, as soon as I start work, it's like nonstop calls day after day. Like the first call I started, I was just speaking with this arrogant douchebag, and from there, usually it's simple shit. Usually, I'm like in a conversation with a person, with like a customer for like at most 5 to 6, 8 people, and I don't need to call um, like the line to get assistance. But like today, it was just the first 5 calls, like more than like 10 to 15 to 20 minutes, talking with like a single person, and they're like telling you stuff, and you're just like, what? Like stuff that I haven't even that I'm hearing about for like the first time. So I'm just baffled. And I'm talking to this lady, and she wants to speak with someone in like a certain department. I'm just like, you know, uh, following policy. I'm just like, well, you can't really speak to so and so. And then like she flips out. She like goes fucking bananas. She goes crazy. And it's this like I could tell from the voice, like she was, like white older lady. She sounded like she was in her 40s, but man, I'm 20 freaking 4, and the way she acted was just crazy. She acted like a fucking child just because I said, no, you couldn't talk to so and so. And like she just throws a fit. You literally hear screaming and banging, and I said something I should have not said as like a customer service rep. I should I said something along the lines of, what did I say? Oh yeah, I said, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, you're not supposed to say that in that line of work, but it just slipped out. Like, I didn't know. I never dealt with something like that before. And so, yeah, that freaking happened. The only sense of relief I got today was, when I clocked out, you're just like, it's fucking over. I can't wait till tomorrow. See what tomorrow holds. But I also went for a walk. It was like 7 p.m. And yeah, I just walked because I'm sitting behind my desk all day. The only time I really get to walk around is during my break. I try to, I try to find time to just walk around because the body needs like movement. Movement is like very essential. You don't want to be sitting down for long periods of time. Also, you don't want to be standing up. Both are bad. What I wanted to talk about today was boredom. Boredom. Severe, continuous, never ending boredom. The fear of becoming boring, as some people would put it. And I think that shit is real. I'm at that point in my life where everything is just boring. I talked about it a little bit previously. And guess what? The next 5 to 6 to 10 years, maybe, it's gonna be boring as fuck too. Like I can't really do much other than to come to terms with it for the sake of my own sanity. Um, yeah, it's BS. Like, I was lucky. Like last year and the year before, I was so lucky. I don't know how I screwed things up, man. It's crazy. Like, I had a substantial amount of money saved up. I've had, good jobs in the course of my career. It's just, after a while, you just it's not that it's not the same. The excitement goes away. The joy for the new job that you started goes away, and you're just stuck doing the same repetitive stuff. It's absolutely crazy how they expect you to have like high energy to do your best, but it's just it's impossible to be like that. I used to be like that, but that was like at the very beginning of the start of the job, but not anymore. Not anymore. Shit, my back is killing me right now because of sitting around, and my foot is still fucking killing me. It's weird. I could walk, but then after I walk, I just gotta rest because then it starts hurting. So I haven't been practicing. I haven't done like any form of exercise for like a week and a half, and I guess you could say an excuse. The excuse for why I'm not working out is because of my damn foot. But you know, I have the rest of my body. I kind of have don't. I don't even have an excuse to make. Like I could do like bench presses, push ups, a little bit of squats, but I'm just not doing for some reason. It's, when normally this isn't an issue. I just do it, and I exercise and stay fit. Also, that could help me improve in my martial arts because that's the area that I want to improve. I tried to bulk when I was 18, 19, 20. It's like 21. And I failed at it sometimes. Sometimes like I got really sick, just just overdoing it, overkilling it. I'd have to eat like freaking 3 to 4,000 calories in a freaking day and just I don't know hit the weights. Shit was crazy. Like that was what I was trying to do, but it failed. Like I never. The heaviest I've been was like 185 pounds, but now I'm back down to 150, and there's literally like no difference at all other than my face is bigger than what it is now. Like I had a bigger stomach and all that stuff, and you know, then I stopped eating excessively and then went back down right to zero. I haven't weighed myself, but I think I weigh like 170, and in the past I used to weigh 150 for a while. It was hard. Like I thought I thought I would never even make it to 151 or 152. But you know that's in the past now. 170 is a good weight for a guy who's like 5'8". Man, this video is all over the place. Like I can't really focus in on the topic. So anyway, boredom. Yeah, a lot of people have the fear of just being boring. Um, you know, not having much to say. Um, when they're on a date, just trying to talk to a girl, you know, they're talking to a girl and all, but it's sort of conversation slowly dies down, and then, you know, it's like, how's the weather? Good. How's your life? Good. How's everything? Good. You know, and then the guy loses attention of the girl, and the girl's on her phone for the rest of the day, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's real. I even have it. I feel like I'm so fucking boring. I don't have much to talk about. Um, well, I kind of do, but stuff I have to say, man, it's just so vulgar and in your face and so edgy. No one wants to hear that fucking crap. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you got nothing exciting to go on. I obviously need like a vacation, but bruh, like I just started this job. I'm not. I'm definitely not probably gonna be able to take a vacation like around the holidays, around December or November, because it's gonna be so busy at my job. That's when it gets busy. That's when they have you doing 40 hours and overtime and all that stuff, and it's kind of mandatory, which doesn't leave me with much else going on. Like after work, I just uh, go to like the my dojo and just train, and after that, I call it a day. I'm like a little bit tired. Sometimes it's not enough, even though I train for like 1 hour or 2 hours. Like I'd be like, man, that was it, really. And then other days I'd just be exhausted. Actually, before I had a 9 to 5, I was unemployed. Yeah, that's all I did. I was like a beast. I was like a fucking monster. I just trained in like the morning or in the afternoon, and then I train in the evening, like at least 3 times a week, and then the rest I just train like once. And other than training, I didn't have much going on. Like I would just doom scroll, um, and just eat and make sure I got rest, and just napped and ate my vitamins and all that sort of stuff. Man, life is simple. Back then, and that was just like what, a year ago. It's crazy now. My life has shifted altogether. So yeah, I had a substantial amount of money. I could have moved out from where I was living. I don't know what the fuck that money went. I spent it on food, clothes, gear for my martial arts. I bought like 2 pairs of boxing gloves, all that sort of stuff, and it just went out the freaking window. Man, I usually don't have a problem making videos, but I'm just all over the fucking place, man. And another thing is I don't prepare. I just freaking wing it. I just turn on the camera and just start speaking. I don't have a script. I don't have anything like that. So that's why, like, in my head, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna make the perfect video. I'm gonna be so articulate. I'm gonna make sense. But then actuality, you start rolling and you're just like, shit, where did my thoughts go? It just goes blank. Then I gotta rewatch the video and edit it. I hate rewatching the fucking video. Like I just answer phone calls. I'm not out here delivering Amazon packages or FedEx shit. I'm still complaining. What the fuck? I don't know, man. I guess I become like a greedy, cynical bastard. Really, that's what it all comes down to. You just want more and more and more and more. It sucks so much, dude. Don't get me wrong. I have gratitude. I have things to be proud of. I have my family, for Christ's sake. I could go out and live a little every single day because my martial arts practice, it's good for the soul. That's what keeps me alive. One of the things that just keeps me going. If it wasn't for that, I just have nothing better to do. I'd just be like a robot, a zombie, like after work, just going on YouTube or mindlessly watching movies. Like I don't think any of that stuff is good for you. I don't think it's good for you because it's done in excess. Like so many people are just watching movies on social media, and then they think they're the main character and all that stuff. They walk into the room and they're like, "Ah, oh, yes, I'm the main character. I'm just I'm nothing special." But the reality is that you're nothing special. Damn it, I have given up on this video. I don't know where it's going, but I'll leave it on a high note, as you would call it. So when I was working in an office, I had a job which I was working in an office, and it was like a federal building, and pretty cool stuff, pretty nice building. uh, in Brooklyn, and there were normal days. For the most part, the workday was normal. Like people would come to an office, we'd help them and all that stuff. There were days where it was absolutely uh, quiet, desolate as hell. There were appointments, but no one would show up to their appointments, and you're just like, oh, you know, go on your phone all day for the rest of the week, for the rest of the workday, or um, find something to do, organize the files and all that stuff. And so, um, I go upstairs because there's a copier there. And then, I bump into one of the people that worked there, and he was a cool guy, really cool guy. He probably still works there. He told me that he was working there for quite a while, and then he goes up to me and he's like, "Mo, what's up? How's everything?" I'm like, everything's good, but it's boring. He's like, "Boring? Well, yeah, boring is good. People don't appreciate it when it gets boring. But there were days where things got hectic, lines were filling, people were complaining, oh, where are my taxes and all that stuff, and things would get hectic, out of control. But you had to keep it all together. He's like, nah, those days, you don't want much of those days. You don't want complaints. You don't want people talking shit and all that stuff. He was telling me this, and he was saying, man, you have it good. Just be grateful. You're not in Kenya. You're not in, you know, Kenya, Somalia, any of these countries where shit is really crazy. He was telling me this. Yeah. He kind of did have a point. Like, so people don't like boring. They don't like boring people. They don't like boring things and all that stuff. And you know, I've come to terms with it. Like, I honestly think I'm freaking boring. Like, these videos are nothing special. They're just, everyone is doing like a copy and paste video all of a sudden. It's like the new era that we're in. Unless you're talking about like edgy shit and like sex and like all that stuff. Don't expect much. It's really tough. A lot of shit just goes into making music, even if it's as basic as this one, as the one I'm just making right now. I like doing this. I'll do it no matter what. But there are times where it just feels like a chore. It just feels like a freaking damn job. But just because it feels like that, I'm not gonna stop. You know, Stopping and quitting, it's the killer of creativity, and people fall under that trap, where something gets just boring and dull and lifeless. They move on from it. They quit what they're doing. They quit the very thing that they put so much time, effort, and learning into, and they find something else to do. And I don't want to do that with this. I don't want to do that with a lot of things. I feel like my job and the dullness of my life is just killing that. It's killing what I want to do. It's killing all that stuff. I'm like, I wonder when I'll ever be free. When I'll ever truly be free. When I'll enjoy life again. Like I said, it's gonna take like 5 years. Imagine living 5 years of misery and dullness and boringness. Like, I've come up with a plan. I've come up with a plan to like escape it, but it's just gonna take time. And what sucks is that you want things now, but you can't get them. You can't get them. Like, I really don't know much to do other than work. Other than work 9 to 5. Like, do other things. Like I've tried sales and all that stuff, and that shit failed. At least you could say, I tried. I tried being entrepreneurial. I tried, something on my own, which I'll get in another video. I talk about, what was the kind of stuff I did and how I failed. So, yeah, all my money went out the window on basic shit. I'm trying to start uh, I'm trying to be like self-employed. I wouldn't really call it a business. I wouldn't say that I try to be an entrepreneur. I was more of like a self-employed contractor type in sales. And so, they give you the whole spiel of, oh, there's a lot of guys here that make, 6 figures, and you can be one of those guys. And when you're dumb, young, and naive, you fall into it. And gives me I've thought about it, like, as a young person, like in your 20s and your 18s, you're either a punching bag or you're a precious commodity. Those are your only two options. I guess you could say there's a gray area. I guess there's something other than that, but honestly, that's how people view you in a capitalistic society. And I had so many opportunities throughout my life. Even when I was like 14, 15, 16, I've had those opportunities where I could have just made something of myself, but I blew it. I fucking blew it. I fucking failed. I'll talk more into that as well, but I'll talk about a lot of things and, my thought processes and my thoughts and my philosophies and all that stuff in a later video. I guess I'll call it a night or whatever. Another night. Alright, see you guys. Take care, motherfuckers. Go fuck some bitches. I'm kidding.